Guys, this is my third attempt at doing this video for you, so apologize for the tardiness on it. But basically, hey, I was gonna do a video for you guys on how to overcome your excuses, and I will. I'll talk about that in this video, but I took it down because I was in one of those. I was in a state that I didn't like, and I'm human. I know you guys are human too, and sometimes if I don't feel like I'm putting a message out there that's actually lifting people up, I don't want it out there. And I started kind of on the video. I started kind of like there wasn't a pure intent every second of the way. I kind of got a little angry at some shit. I felt like more like I was venting. So I was like, I'm not posting that. That's the old me, right? I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not. And this is an area of my life I'm working on. So I'm owning my excuse for not having a video out for you guys. Now, earlier today, I tried to post the video again, and it was like I was going up to the car wash, parked, and was waiting for the car in front of me, and I set my phone down, and I was 2 minutes into the video, and the phone shut off, and I was like, ah, shit. So I just hit the car wash, got back to the house, got just deep into some work. But anyway, so let's just get into it. So now I'm here, third time. But how to overcome your excuses. Okay, so we all have excuses, and if you guys really want to overcome your excuses, it's two things. Two things will really help you. It's accountability and community. All right, and accountability and a community are not what most people think. Okay, so a lot of people think that accountability is getting in a spot where other people are going to take care of them, handhold them. This is like the entitlement culture, right? Accountability, that's not accountability. Okay, what real accountability is, it's when you put yourself in a spot for other people, to hold yourself accountable. All right, so an example is, are you holding yourself, well, before I get the example, ask yourself, when it comes to your excuses, right? Maybe it's the gym, maybe it's your business, whatever area of life it is, whatever area you're making excuses, are you holding yourself accountable in that area? Do you have an accountability system? Okay, because accountability is not somebody hand-holding you, that's babysitting. A good example of accountability is your scale. Your scale is an accountability system. It doesn't tell you to get on it. Maybe it does with some technology, but the scale's job isn't to hold you accountable. It's your job to use the scale to hold yourself accountable, right? So we have to focus on creating an accountability system in our life, which is a routine way of making sure that we're checking in on ourselves. I like to look at accountability and community a lot like a mirror. If you have the right accountability system and you have the right community, you're gonna use the accountability system, and it's gonna tell you about you, right? It's gonna tell you where you're strong, it's gonna tell you where you're weak, where you're not showing up, and that pressure causes you to level up. And it's the same thing with community. When you're around top people, like killers, man, when you're around just killers, and you're around just that killer type community, it makes you want to be a killer. I had a phone call earlier with somebody, and I was having another one today where I was just losing my shit about some stuff, and this somebody I know, this guy that I know, we got off a phone call, and he was backing out of some shit that he told me he was gonna do, and I called somebody, and it wasn't the first thing that had happened like this, and I'm like, why are people such just punks? Why do they just get punked out? Why are they so weak? Why are they so soft? And I just started kind of going off, and it bothers me because, I know what a person is capable of, and you guys are every single one of you guys, I want you to know, you are capable of 100 times more. You're not even tapping in to a fraction of your potential. So next time you think about not following through on something because you're scared, you think the timing's not right, and you really do want it deep down inside, make yourself go through it. Make yourself go through the discomfort. That's what motherfucking killers do, bro. So accountability and community. You need an accountability system in your life to hold yourself accountable to the excuse that you're making, whatever excuse it is. If you're fat and you're trying to get fit and you make excuses about it, what's your accountability system? If you maybe you're trying to grow your business, and how do you have accountability in your business? How do you hold yourself accountable in that area? And then community. Community is a great way, like when you're around the top level people, right? You're kind of comparing yourself against them. And, you know, it's kind of a dangerous game to play, because a lot of people will get around others and they'll just think that it's a purchasing contest or like a fucking body fat contest, and then they'll start, through the comparison, they'll start to self-deprecate or to catastrophize, you know, basically beat up oneself. And the key when you're in a competitive environment is not to get discouraged. It's to say, oh man, what one man can do, I can do. What one man can do, another can do. And to pick apart the success strategies of those people till you rise up. And now your goal in both situations, for the accountability system and the community, your job is to be part of the force that brings others up. So your accountability system, you should be in a spot where you are contributing to the accountability of others. How are you personally contributing to the accountability of others? Okay, so an example would be like mentorship, right? So let's just say we have a group call, and for me as an individual, to hold myself accountable, I gotta put myself on the call, because just being on the call makes me talk about my goals and where I'm going. And a lot of people kind of squirm from that accountability, right? But yet they'll like, you know, you'll hide, and then, you know, you want somebody to like reach out to you and check on you, and it's like, man, like that's a good thing that for good friends to do, but at the same time, we gotta like really, you know, we gotta really focus on putting ourselves in a spot where we can hold ourselves accountable. With me? So when you decide to put yourself in a spot to hold yourself accountable, you're saying the excuse that you're making, that you know you're fat and you're trying to get fit, you're stepping on that scale. You're stating that you're not going to allow your excuse to own you. Okay, you're not allowing your excuse to own you. We all have excuses, but can you get rid of the excuse? Can you demand yourself to stand on that scale and take accountability? Can you put yourself in the right environment, the right community, so that way you feel the pressure, and your excuses, you start looking at the expectation of the group, and your excuses, you start saying, man, I can't make excuses. Everybody else is doing something. Everybody else is pushing forward. So accountability and community keeps your excuses at bay, and they keep you in control. So that's my message for you guys today, is to take a hard look at the areas of life that you want to see growth, and ask yourself, what's your accountability system? Are you showing up in that area? And then what's your community look like? How are you showing up in that area? I'm working very heavily right now on community. I'm trying to figure out a way to bring you guys more together. I don't really want to use school. I mean, maybe I will, but I'm kind of messing around. I do have Instagram, so if you guys want to come over to Instagram, go into my private channel. There's like 300 and something people in there right now. You guys can jump in. I'm trying to be more active there, and I'm getting a feel for it. I really want to help you guys out with your community. And here's the thing, is do not come into the community if you're lazy. Don't come into the community if you're entitled. Do not come into the community if you're not going to contribute. I don't want those people around me. I don't do well with them, and it's nothing against you guys or the person that may be watching this that is that way. Nothing against you. I only want to make sure that we have the right people that are in there. They're going to contribute. All right, now if you're going to own your excuses and maybe you have a little bit of procrastination, that's fine. We all got procrastination. We ain't perfect. But you know, I'm really trying to move into the back end of this year and move into 2026. I'm really trying to focus on making sure I'm surrounded by the right people that I'm a good fit for. And I don't want to be around people with excuses. I don't want to be around people that aren't contributors. So if you are a contributor, you do love accountability, you do love, you know, to be a contributing member of the community, we're on the same page, man. We are on the same page, and I welcome you to the group, and I would love to see you in our group. I just changed the title of it to the Anti-Excuse Club, so check it out on Instagram. You can go on over there, and guys, those are the keys to overcoming your excuses, man. We all got to do it. Like this video right here, I'm holding myself accountable to my videos by turning it on and just starting. And then the community is making me overcome my excuses, because I know if I don't do a video for you guys, I'm gonna feel like shit. So, all right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Work on your accountability, work on your community. I'll see you in the next one. Conquer all.